Hello there, my crypto big brothers and sisters. This here is Bulldog Rod, and we got, look over here to the left. Do you see him? He's Papa Ron. How about that, Papa Ron?
Yeah, and I'm wearing my superhero. My girls got all of us boys superhero shirts,
Oh,
and we took a big old mass photo of all of us wearing our superhero. And Rod knows I'm not big on those films at all, but yeah, we've had a good day today.
yeah, it's Christmas Day. It's great. Here in Utah, it hadn't snowed, at least on the benches. That means the low part on the floor of the mountains over here. It hadn't snowed at all, and I know everybody's been praying that we'd have some snow, and sure enough, guess what? It started snowing last night, and I woke up this morning, and it was snow all over the ground. It's so nice to have a white Christmas.
Yeah,
Hell, I was my whole life I'd never had a white Christmas in Texas, where I'm from originally, and man, it was nice to come up here and move here 17 years ago. Can you believe it?
we were
17
just
years.
talking about that.
I
You've been here
know.
17 years.
I know, that's hard to believe.
Where has time gone?
I don't know. I can't believe I've been retired that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, folks, we wanted to get on here, even though it's Christmas Day, and at least check things out. Wish everybody Merry Christmas, and hope your crypto world is progressing. This little dip we've had, this little, what is it, Rod? Correction.
Correction.
It started to go back up, but then it's kind of
Corrected again.
corrected again. But it's things are pretty well green again now.
Yeah.
And we know it's I'll get on that, Rod.
Get
We
on
know
what?
well what this correction's lasted what, 4 days now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That's the way it goes, though. It sounds like it's a long time, man. This is probably the longest it's been since we've been into this, been correcting.
yeah,
But it always corrects up. I'm not worried about this at all. Hey! Before we get started, Ron, I remember us reading a few comments about somebody hears these humming sound in the background on our computers, but we can't do anything about it because we through our tech guy, he says that it's our computer fan that's causing it to have that humming noise, and we're sorry about that, but until we change computers, systems, it's going the way it's going to have to be.
yeah. I guess I don't really hear. When I take my headset off, Rod, I barely hear that fan. And
Well,
but
I
I
got
don't
on
know.
that comment we had, and I turned my volume way up, and I do hear a little.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Well,
I,
we're
I,
sorry, folks.
yeah, we're sorry about that, but that's the way it goes. We move on.
Yeah.
Appreciate all you guys making these comments and stuff because it really does help us out.
It does. And the thing I wanted to bring up today is it is now the 25th. We've got 6 days before the first of the new year, almost 6 or 7. And Rod, your prediction ratio that's been 100% thus far is going to have to get moving if it's going to hit on for this next one.
Well, it's only got 4,000 more to go up. Hell, I remember a few times it went up that in a couple of days, an hour and a half or so.
It
Man.
is. It is. Folks, math isn't his strongest suit. It's actually you actually need about 5,900, Rod, after what I'm showing, but
Oh,
and
damn.
I'm not. I'm just teasing you, brother. Whoops.
What?
Now you're at
What?
6,000. You need.
I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful. So, and you're right. It could easily do that.
Yeah,
And
who knows? I don't know. But I have been pretty good so far about prediction.
you've
It's
been really
just my
spot
feeling.
on.
I don't make no predictions. I just feel things. I just feel like it's going to do good.
Yeah.
And I know it's come next year, folks. This thing's going to bust wide open. You watch. But if we go down this market cap, Ron, and look at some of this stuff, look at Ripple's up $1.13, but you know that is a good inexpensive coin. And then you got NIM, it's up to $1.02. It's a pretty inexpensive coin. And there's a lot of coins up here in the top 100, Ron, that I was looking at today. I was amazed how many are under $1. You know, here's this number 15, Stellar. It's only 22 cents. And Tron's 3 cents.
A lot of talk about, that's $58, sorry. Tron, you said?
Tron. It's only 3 cents.
3.5, yep.
Huh. It's down a little bit today, huh? How about that?
Verge, 14 cents.
Yeah, I think that if you look at one, kind of go see what the platform is, and if you like it, invest a little money in it. Gosh, you know, if it's under $1, you put what, $1 in it, or $10, you'd have how many? Matt,
hold everything. Time out. If you put a damn $1, y'all buy one of those and one of those. So what are you hoping, that each coin will go up to $1 million a piece? I mean, now you know we suggest that you never listen to our advice.
That's all I ever do is $1 at a time. I'm cheap.
Oh my heck. Anyway, we've talked about that before. If you want to make some serious money, you gotta put some skin into the game.
I know. Problem is, I got a whole bunch of skin on me, but I ain't got any other kind.
And you know, and folks, we've done that. I mean, we've got our main coins. Rod and I are heavily into Bitcoin and Litecoin and some others, but then there's some others that we've just put 25 each or 50 each in, and you know, we want to get some gains and just see where it ends up. But we have a program to where we regularly take 1 or 2 new coins on. We don't go in crazy unless it's a platform. And we've had a few platforms that we have talked about on here that we have really been sold on, and we ante up and put some money into it. And we don't want any platform that's going to take a year or two to unfold or come to market. We want some platforms that are proactive and are working on their agenda, and that it'll come up within the next 6 months. Because I think there's enough coins, enough platforms to do that with, that we don't need to put into these long haul things. We're more short visioned. When you get our age, we want it to pay off as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you know, we do hold some coins. At least I do. Ron's real good about finding stuff, and I'll just follow him.
No, that's not true. But we always talk about, before I get into something, I run it by Ron.
Just like that one comment today, the other day we read, it says Ron said he hadn't had no college or anything, and the guy said, well, Ron has a lot of street smarts, and I agree with that. Ron does. He's good about that. So
I hadn't seen any of that.
Oh, I have.
I don't know if it's street smarts or what it is, but and yeah, I guess I'm not afraid to get in there and actually look and see what. And you know, some of these ICOs, now folks, we get emails pretty regular about companies that want us to do a video on their platform, their ICO coming up. And honestly, 99.9% of them we're not even interested in. We don't want to come out and act like we're backing this, but there's some of them that we have looked at and I think, God, now this, just like that that real property token, RPT. Yeah. We did a video on that, plus we interviewed that guy. That was one platform that we really liked, and so we wanted to get behind that. And
well, I agree with you, Ron, because that anytime you get into property, it seems to me like that always goes up.
Yeah, so it just depends on the platform. Like I say, most of these ICOs, and I think the ICOs are really slowing down, Rod. They're still attracting funding, and people are getting into them, but I think the expectation that an ICO is going to turn your money real quick and triple it and quadruple it or more, I think that's kind of phased out a little bit. I think if you get into these ICOs, you're going to wait till their platform is developed and hits the market. But then again, a lot of these ICOs, by the time they get on the exchange after the ICO, all of a sudden you can
them a couple of 3 years.
Well, for the platform to be developed, but once the token,
yeah, okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say once the tokens get on the exchange, you can actually buy them cheaper than what they were ICOing for.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, when they get on the market to buy, there's still sometimes it takes if you got to look at the white paper and their what's that map they're called their
the roadmap.
The roadmap. When you look at the roadmap, even after it becomes on the exchange, it still takes a couple of years for it to become fully developed, and sometimes 3. There's some way we looked at a couple of them, and like Ron said, took too long for us.
Well, yeah, and if it's a platform that we're interested in, I'll send them an email and said, hey, if you can answer these questions for me, so I have a much more clear understanding of what you're trying to tell me, because some of these words and the way they phrase things are still way over my head.
Yeah.
I said, if you can give me a more clear understanding of how that token or coin is going to increase in value and so on, but some of them don't even answer me back, and it's like, well, God, what, couldn't they answer those questions? So
because they don't have a full understanding themselves.
I can kind of say I agree that they're just out there to tap into some of these ICO fundings. People are throwing money at these things, and so we're pretty cautious with those things. Is there any? You mentioned a few coins earlier, Rod. You look at Bitcoin, and it's up, 1.5%. That doesn't sound like a lot, but at 14 grand, that's about 1% would be what? $140?
Yeah.
1,400 is 10%. Yeah, but if we go onto this chart and look at it for a month. And the volume looks like it's been pretty consistent, this last half of the month. But it's touched 20,000 right about in there, 19.8, and that was about December 17th.
Right.
So, and today's the 25th. It's only a week and something later. It just, I don't know.
It's not that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. And anyway, if you look at the bottom part of it, it's still not as low as it was December the 4th,
Yeah, I'm with you. I just don't think that... I think we could get that right back on course, like you said, Rod, before the end of this year.
Yeah, I think it will.
Pretty easily.
Yeah. We have a coin here. It's up 98.23%. Man, that's a lot.
What coin is that?
Number 85. Is it 85? Yeah, 85. And
what's the name of it?
Enigma. It's just $2.76. It's number 85. No, that's not it. I guess it must have changed. And you said it was right there. You had
Here it is, 91.
91. Well, let me.
$2.60.
Yeah. Okay, let me.
It's up 84%.
Oh, it was 91. Just a few minutes ago. See, this stuff goes up and down so fast, it's hard to keep track of it. I tell you what.
Didn't we look at that coin?
I think we did. I don't remember what it was, but That's a pretty freaking big jump, 84%. You know, there's a lot of coins. A lot of them are green.
Yeah.
Red coins in the red.
Back down, is it?
Yeah.
You know, we've poked fun at Redcoin the last couple videos. Not really poked fun, but we've mentioned it. And like I said, we haven't looked at them again, but when we did a video on Redcoin, it seems like everywhere we went, the website, the blogs, the Facebook, that everything was outdated. Nothing was current on that platform. And I'm not just talking about a few days old. You couldn't get any relative new information within the past 60 days. So when we did our video, I says...
I think you even looked at their website, and hell, it didn't even look that good. Because, you know, if their website doesn't catch you, you don't even have anything to do with them.
Well, it's at least got to be current. I mean, you can't have information on there that says, you know, here it is December 25th, and their newest update was back in July or something.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, you know, they're not you go over to Bitcoin Talk, and it was the same thing. But like I said, maybe they've corrected all that, Rod. There's something spurring that up. It took a 300% upturn 2 days ago.
No, amazing.
Redcoin. So, you know, maybe they got a new developer in there, or maybe the development team has got something on course. But yeah, they took a huge spike. Well, folks, we just wanted to get on and say we're still thinking about you and crypto.
Yep.
We got,
and we're still positive about it. It's nothing to get discouraged about, because we are going to be going bankbusters here pretty soon, man.
I even think this next week, leading up to the end of this year, I think we're going to see a turnaround. I don't know how big, but I think it's going to be positive.
Absolutely.
So enjoy the rest of your holiday, and you know, and we get another holiday, New Year's Day too, Rod.
Yeah,
so
New Year's Day.
Yeah, things are looking
Next
good.
Week. They're looking awesome.
We got a couple other coins we want to discuss. We'll get one of them up tomorrow. But until then, we wish you the best.
Merry Christmas and God bless. Thumbs up.